table topic is, if you could go back in time to meet anyone, who would you meet and why? If you could go back in time to meet anyone, who would you meet and why?
I would think my answer would be maybe a little bit non-standard, maybe a little bit unusual, but I think if I could go back in time and meet anyone, I would probably go back in time in English history and meet Henry VIII, of all people. I'm really fascinated by English history. I've read loads of books, admittedly fiction, but still based on history. And I've read loads about him and his wives and things he did, and not very nice things, obviously. But I think from my point of view, first of all, it would be absolutely fascinating to see the life of a court, especially one like that, from inside. And secondly, well, it would be really nice if I ever had a chance to just get up to the man and see what he was thinking. But how he could do things like that while actually ruling the country. And I think he did pretty well by the country, well, if you discount everything with the church and divorcing his first wife, but the actual wars and ruling the country, I think it was pretty good. That's from the point of view of a non-English person, but still. I also was a bit surprised, I guess, the first time when I was learning history at school. I was about 10 years old, when our teacher told us, well, imagine life in the court. What would you imagine? Ladies in these fascinating dresses, jewelry, amazing, everything. But actually, well, people didn't wash, people did things in the corners, people would use curtains to sneeze and, rub their noses and things like that. Well, I couldn't believe that. I mean, it makes sense, but I couldn't believe that. So I would love to see that myself.